to the top of that mountain. I'm trying to find you, God. Keep trying to be an angel, but I'm still raising.
What's up, people of YouTube? Sunderman169101 here, and today I wanted to mix it up a little bit and give a bit of a overview of my first in-bag, jump bag, EMS bag, whatever people usually call it. For those of you who don't know, who are just tuning into this video, I myself am both a nationally and certified emergency medical technician in the state of California. I am certified in 2 counties, and I have done 1.5 years of my EMS education. And sorry for my stuttering, but I honestly don't give a fuck. It's never going to change. I have done 1.5 years of my emergency medical technician of my EMS education to get to paramedic school. This coming semester, I'm taking my refresher course along with an advanced emergency medical technician course, if I get into it. But yeah. So today I want to do something a little different. I wanted to show the contents of my personal EMS bag. Never go wrong with one of these. To be honest, it isn't as full as when I first bought everything for it. People get boo-boos, people get cuts, and everything like that. But I am pleased by Heavenly Father and blessed by Him that I haven't actually had a chance to actually use it, which is actually a good thing for me. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the bag itself is nothing special. It's a Lightning X product bag. Forgot the actual specifications of it. Sorry for my kitchen. Cleaning up a little bit. Decided to just put out the bag. It has a total of 4 pockets, and each one of them can contain its own stuff. And honestly, how I have it set up is way different than what another person would have it set up. Honestly, it's personal preference as to what you wanna fucking set it up as. And sorry, I only have one hand, so because there ain't no one else to help me. So I'll just start from the bottom right here and move up. So starting with this pouch, I call it my miscellaneous pouch. Basically, I just keep stuff that I can't fit in a normal bag. So in here, I have compression gauze, 2 staged cat tourniquets, this little baggie which contains extra gauze and all that, basically for boo-boos and everything like that. I have a hemostatic bandage. Basically, this is used for hemorrhage control, excessive bleeding. I guess you can just call this more my stop the bleed pouch. This is just extra shit. I really don't know what I would be using it for. But honestly, I've seen in the field we have used these. They're mostly used to wrap up your arm after phlebotomy and all that. But if they have a couple pinpricks, if you're doing an IV or anything like that and you couldn't get the IV done, like at the paramedic, this goes a long way along with the little extra gauze which is in here. A little finger splint. Who cares about that? Here I have some alcohol prep pads, so if I'm working with the paramedic or anyone who can actually start IVs, I can go ahead and I'm using this bag. Never really said it, but I use this bag mostly for like going out and everything like that, like with my church, or if my friends are having a bit of an outing or anything like that. This is usually, and they ask me to go, I'll usually bring this bag. Here, a little bit of eye wash, you know. And of course, in every EMT scope of practice, oral glucose. Now, oral glucose is considered a drug us EMTs can give for diabetic emergencies and everything like that. This is just the one that was the cheapest I could find. Granted, I'm going to buy more from Walmart when shit starts coming back, getting over from this corona shit. So yeah, this is mostly my bleed pouch. You can see nothing else really in there. Anyway, so sorry guys, my phone was acting a little stupid. But yeah, this is like considered my stop the bleed section is what I call it. Tourniquet self-explanatory. Give that gauze, you can fucking put all that shit there. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next pocket. This is a little bit more miscellaneous stuff, but first thing I got in here, oropharyngeal airways, otherwise known as airway adjuncts. Basically, these are literally made to legit hold someone's fucking tongue down while you give them CPR or ventilate them. Now, these are usually going to be used for how would you say, unconscious patients. And the sizes that you see here are infant, which is the little pink one. Honestly, I can't see them all in this bag. No, I can see them better this way. Infant, child, small child. No. Okay, well, you get the point. The ones that are actually in here, I know off the top of my head and all that, are actually infant, child, small child, medium adult, large adult, extra large adult, which is going to be this one. This is going to be the medium adult. This is going to be the adult. This is going to be the large child. Two extra pieces of gauze, which are supposed to be going in that. Did I open that? No, what? Who gives a shit? And this thermal blanket. This is usually way more used for fires and all that, and survival rescue blanket. It's actually used. It can actually be used for multiple things. Someone's hyperthermic, hot, hypothermic, low. Yeah, this can be used for anything like that. Usually retains body heat and protects you from heat. Okay. Moving right along. This is my vitals taking area, and I keep an extra CPR mask. But in here I have a CPR mask. I'm not going to take these out because it'll make the bag fall over. But basically I have my blood pressure cuff, 2 pen lights. One of them's on, don't know why. These are used for checking people's pupils. You can see right here, here are the sizes we usually look for. That could tell you a lot about a patient. Like if it's unequal, that's usually related to a brain injury. These are not really used much in the EMS field. These are ammonia. Basically what these are, you crack one of these, and they're used to wake up unconscious people. It has a very powerful smell. Like if any of you have cats, y'all know what cat's urine smells like. Imagine that times 10. I also have as I said, my stethoscope, my blood pressure cuff, self-explanatory, stethoscope, self-explanatory, CPR kit. Like I said, guys, sorry, I'm working with one fucking hand here. Here you have your CPR mask, portable CPR mask, gloves, and gauze, and all that good shit you would need in a CPR situation. Fuck it. Sorry guys, give me a second, I need to fix this. Next, this is like I would call it my baby of the section. This is this is where I'm going to be keeping my trauma dressings and everything like that, but I'm going to go ahead and pause so I can put everything else back in the bag and everything like that, because eventually it is going to start flopping over, so give me like, I'm going to be back in like 5 minutes, but in all reality it's going to be like a second for y'all. Okay everybody, I'm back. So, now, let's go ahead and get into the Holy Grail, my bag as I call it. Open this up. Okay, so start with over here. These are just basic gauze that could be used for pretty much anything. Combine pads. These can be used to stop the bleeding and all that. I have 3 of these. Like I said, there's a lot more. I used to have 6, but I have to use a few of them on my family. These are multi-purpose wound dressings. Once again, these can be used for literally anything. They're already wrapped up. So let's say, right here. Let's say when I had this, I was bleeding like a motherfucker. These are already rolled. You can just start rolling, putting on direct pressure. This is a SAM splint. This is literally the only splint I got. I need to go buy more, but basically a SAM splint, it doesn't look much like a splint, does it? It's like a little fucking curled up thing, but actually SAM splints actually made for not so serious fractures. Like if anyone else wants to correct me down below. It's been almost a year and a half. Like, I know how to use them, I know when to use them and all that, but it's hard to explain. But these are more used for like if you break your arm or your leg, if you break your leg. Basically, this molds to your arm and everything like that, and combined with the triangle bandage, anything like that, damn near perfect use. Right here, multi-trauma dressings. This is used more for avulsions, eviscerations, and all that. Basically, in evisceration, when your guts would be hanging out and everything like that, we would soak these with saline or anything like that, wrap it around the body, take care of any bleeding that would persist. 2 triangle bandages. Once again, used for broken limbs. Anything that could be broken can be broken, and those work perfectly for your arms, your collarbone, your fucking elbow, everything. In here, we just have some scissors. Every EMT, anyone in the medical field really needs these. These are your best fucking friend, dude. Shears. I'm sure we've all seen the shows and everything like that where you're getting your clothes cut off or anything like that. These are what does it. These go through almost legit fucking anything. I would show it right now, but there's no need for it. And I don't want to rip up my mom's fucking jacket right here because she'd beat the fuck out of me. Then moving on, I have burn dressings. Burn dressings, a cold pack, and 2 hemostatic bandages. Now, hemostat gauze dressing, basically hemostatic agents are used to stop bleeding. Like if you've ever seen the powder and everything like that that goes onto your wound, like let's say someone gets shot, anything like that, along with occlusive dressings. Those are like the little sheets of plastic. Putting on that will usually increase clotting and everything like that. Sorry for my nails, I work a lot, and I haven't really gotten a chance to wash my hands or take a shower today. But Xenoburn sterile dressings. These are used for burns. Like, I would tell you guys to feel it, but y'all through a fucking camera. But these are used, they have a cooling like supplement on them, and you would put these on burns. There's nothing really else to say. Literally, you just put them on burns, and usually tries to keep it cold and everything like that. Then here, leftover stuff, I have burn spray and more antiseptic spray. And that's about it. I know, not that good, you know. I'm only an EMT. There's a lot of other stuff I could use, like activated charcoal, Narcan, nitro, albuterol, all that stuff. But legally, I cannot. I can carry it, but it can only be used if someone really needs it. Another thing would be epinephrine. I don't have any of that because honestly, I haven't had the money or the reason to use it. And using that comes with a lot of liability, and the fact that I only work for a non-emergency ambulance corporation just shows that I can't really, give that shit. But yeah, not that, how would you say, not that fucking great. I'm not a paramedic. Granted, I hope to become a paramedic one day. Is there anything else in my bag I can show? No, I've been through everything. Hold on, let me see. And before anyone asks, yes, I have fucking gloves. I forgot to show. So, going through my bag and all my other stuff I got in the house, most of it's just the rest of it's just like little first aid kits and everything. Yeah, there's really nothing else to show. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, 14 minutes, going through my bag. If I could explain more in depth, I would, but I'm a little short on time because my phone has a limited span. But here's an overlook of all my trauma stuff, you know, maybe get some B-roll. But yeah, so, wait. Ah! Forgot one thing. Hemostat. This is used mostly... Oh, shit. For a second, I haven't used this in forever. There we go. This is used to crimp down on arteries or veins, anything that is giving major bleeding that is sticking out. Like let's say you have an artery spilling out and we don't have much of our dressings or anything on standby. We can use these. You can see, look, pulling as hard as I can, it won't unlock. I have to pull it up. Then basically what you do, damn it. Okay, let's say this is like, okay, what can I use as an example? Let's say this is the vein or something like that. Basically, I would put it on there, crimp, and that stops circulation from that specific artery or vein. Honestly, I could be wrong about that, but that's how I've used it in the field, and I'm sorry, but yeah. So, that completes the video. I know, sorry for the, like I said, it's a long video, and you guys don't want to hear me fucking talk. You guys hear enough from me, and but yeah, this was what I keep in my first aid bag, my first in bag. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe. I honestly don't care if you like or subscribe the video. Like, honestly, I'm just putting this together because I'm bored. But yeah, Thunder 169101. Stay active, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace.